What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Call of Duty's unfortunate fall from, I don't even want to say the top, but they have fallen from wherever they were into, I don't want to say like failure either. It's just they've fallen. All right, that's it in a nutshell. All right, quit bugging me about it. If you don't know what I'm talking about this tweet from charlieintel yesterday when you guys are watching this, and it reads, Activision has seen a decline in monthly active users over the last year. The company relates Vanguard's lower sales, which also led to lower engagement on Warzone, along with more people going out with pandemic restrictions lifting over the last year as causes. And before I show you the chart, I just want to talk about that real quick. We all know Warzone was made in a pandemic, right? Like, everyone knows this. And that's obviously why a lot of people were playing it at the time. But at the same time, it was a fun title. You know, you can't chalk like, oh, this has a huge player base because everyone was inside. Yeah, there were other games that came out around that time, okay? Warzone was obviously the biggest, but it wasn't the only title that came out. It wasn't the only like big title that came out around that time. Obviously other games came out, other games became more popular, but they didn't last as long. You know, think like Splitgate, think like Among Us, things like that. Probably countless other small titles that I never even bothered playing. But Warzone stuck around and was actually good because it was fun, because it was a new thing, and because it was fun. That's literally it. I mean, that sounds very simple. It sounds very like obvious, but it's quite obvious nowadays that Call of Duty doesn't know how to make titles fun. You know, whether it be Warzone, whether it be Vanguard, even Cold War and Modern Warfare to some degree. And I have proof right here. You can tell in the numbers here. I'm going to show you right now on screen the MAU, which is the monthly active users for each quarter since 2021. I'm going to show it from 2021, but they have, you know, other charts and stuff. You can go look on charlieintel's Twitter page, which probably just got bought by Elon Musk when you guys are watching this. So, you know, he's the new host. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. But sticking around here on topic here, you can see March 31st, 2021. We're just going to look at Activision here. You know, we can look at Activision and Blizzard together because, you know, it's Call of Duty. But let's just look at Activision, right? 150 million monthly active users, down to 127, down to 119, down to 107, and now down to 100 in March 31st, 2022. What's really odd about this, in my opinion, is around December 31st, like that quarter four of 2021 is when Warzone was like launching, right? And so you would think there would be a huge spike in like the Vanguard, Caldera, Pacific Royale, you know, all that good stuff was coming out around that time. And you'd think there'd be a huge uptick, like, oh wow, a new Warzone's coming out, you know, like even though Vanguard's complete booty cheeks, I can actually play a fun title. No. For those of you who've been subscribers of the channel, you guys know I have covered Warzone a lot on this channel, and some videos pop off, some videos don't get anything. It's very weird, but for the most part, you know, I made a video back when Caldera first dropped. I posted a Twitter clip of it too. Basically, nothing worked. You know, audio was glitching in and out. The guns were not rendering. The like the sand on the hills and everything wasn't rendering. I couldn't hear anything every other like 10 seconds. It was a complete cluster F. And the fact that, you know, they thought that it was ready to release was just mind-blowing. You know, like you thought Vanguard was rushed out, like you thought Cold War was rushed out. Oh my God, Caldera on Warzone Pacific might be the most rushed out product that was nowhere near finished that Call of Duty's ever produced, ever. Right? Like, think of like Cold War, like, yeah, that was super rushed out, way more than Vanguard, but compared to Warzone Caldera, like if you played Caldera at launch, I don't know how you stayed on longer than like one game, because that was a complete, like, I can't even say the word, I'm gonna lose demonetization. It was a complete cluster. It was just bad. It was so bad. And so, I mean, like, you really shouldn't be surprised with these numbers, right? March 31st, 2021 was Cold War, basically when Cold War's update, Cold War's Warzone update was in like December, I think. It was actually earlier. So, I mean, it was like high back then, right? But it kind of dropped off as Cold War kind of fell into more and more relevance. Then September and into December, they probably thought Vanguard was gonna, you know, kick it back up again. No, Vanguard, people did not buy it. People were not on board with the World War II setting, and I can't blame them. You know, I've said this over and over again. At the end of the day, Vanguard isn't bad, it's just boring and not functional. I think the core mechanics from time to kill, gun balance, perk balance to some degree, perk balance ain't great, but all that good stuff isn't terrible. Even the maps aren't terrible. It's not bad, it's just boring. There is no incentive to play Vanguard. It is so boring that I am not going for the Mastery Camo. That is the first time since, actually that's it. I've gone for Mastery Camo now I'm thinking about it. Oh, Ghosts, actually no. I did not go for Mastery Camo and Ghosts because that game was awful. Modern Warfare 3 was my first COD game. I went for, gold on as many weapons as I could. Black Ops 2, I got diamond camo on every weapon category that I was going to use. So I didn't get it on like snipers or LMGs because I wasn't using those, but SMGs, ARs, shotguns, pistols even, I got diamond camo on all those. Fast forward to Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare, even Cold War. I got master camos on all those. Vanguard was so bad that a big fan like me, a huge fan like me, I make videos on Call of Duty. How many people in the world can say they make videos on Call of Duty? A lot of people stream it, but like to care enough about the title and the series to make entire videos on it for multiple years. Some people do it for like a year or two and then they fall off. I've gone through this for like 3 pushing 4 years now at this point. Wow, that's a long time. I need to get a life. But I think it's so sad how, people are still trying to defend Vanguard. People are still trying to defend like Caldera. Actually, there's really not many Caldera fans. I think a lot of people prefer Verdansk at this point, but people are still kind of preferring like Vanguard, not preferring, but like trying to defend Vanguard, and it just makes no sense. They're all hyping up this like monster of all seasons, Godzilla King Kong, which admittedly, it looks cool. And I'm not going to say it looks ass or anything like that. It looks cool. It looks fun. It looks like the monsters are actually going to be on the island itself and you can kind of interact with them. Maybe shoot them a bunch. They drop like rare loot or something like that. That looks dope. Okay, that's a good idea. That's way better than a stupid cutscene that I thought they were going to do. However, I just want to point out something. None of that stuff is coming to Vanguard, a game we paid $60, $70 for. How much did we pay for Warzone? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, it's free. That's nice and all, but why are we getting such cool content, such good content for a free game versus the people who played, or not played, but the people who paid for Vanguard are getting nothing. They're getting jack and you know what, like they're not getting anything. It doesn't make any sense. What are you actually getting in Vanguard? You're getting one new launch map in the new season, and then another map later in the season. Like, what? How late in the season are we going? Season 2 lasted for like 10 years. It's not over yet. We're still in season 2. It's just sad. Vanguard is such a sad title. I just don't get it. They should have taken a year off, honestly. They really should have just spent their time updating Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War. Shouldn't even bother with this. Maybe drop a Warzone update in like February of this year or something like that. They shouldn't have bothered. And the numbers show it. The numbers 100% show that people got burnt out / weren't interested in Vanguard for one reason or another. Maybe it was because their favorite streamers or YouTubers weren't playing it. Like, think about it, right? Like, who's playing Vanguard, right? Like, K3? No. Swag? No. Scump? Probably for rank play, I guess. But like, people are on Warzone. People are on Modern Warfare Search. Your Fugitives, your Hummus Thunders, all these guys, your Search players, Handler, even your big guys, right? Your Prestigious Key, your Exclusive Ace. The people who cover Vanguard, these guys are getting like a fraction of their views, like a small fraction. If you're supposed to get like 10%, let's say they're getting like 50,000, 80,000 views, they're getting like 20, 30,000 views because people are just not interested. But I promise you right now, Modern Warfare 2, I know that people are going to be hyped for that. I know it's going to bring a lot of the casual fan base back. People are going to come back and watch that game. I'm excited for it, because I think one way or another, whether it's good and I make positive videos or it's bad and I make, not so positive videos, either way, I'm going to be able to like kind of do well on the channel again because a higher player base, more players, more people interested in the title means more people are going to check out new channels and new streamers and all that stuff. It's just good for the overall, like if you want to say Call of Duty economy, if you want to say it like that. I think the worst thing that Call of Duty can do right now is launch Modern Warfare 2 buggy as hell. That would be the absolute worst. Like even if the maps are trash, there's always going to be a bunch of like, window lickers who are going to be like, oh, Azure Cave is great. Atlas Superstore is fantastic. Like you're going to have people who like garbage, nothing you could do about it. But nobody is going to get on board with bugginess. If you can't join in your friends, if you can't inspect your weapon, if you can't do this, if they're not showing the scoreboard, can't do that. All that stuff that needs to be ironed out like quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, like you can't launch that game and expect people to stick around if it's planned like trash. You know, like Vanguard was, I don't even want to say lucky because nobody's playing it. Basically, you know, if you launch like that, if you launch like Vanguard, it's going to turn out like Vanguard. All right. People are not going to stick around. People want to play other games. I honestly don't know what other games are, coming out this year. I know Halo and Battlefield came out last year. Both were jokes. I'm still laughing to this day. Call of Duty Vanguard wasn't much better. You know, it's still a joke, honestly, in my opinion. But that's basically it for the video. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section about, what do you think? Like, does this make sense to you? Like, should they have actually released Vanguard? Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are just gonna say no, but like, does it surprise you? I guess that's probably a better question. Does it surprise you that people don't want to play it, and that should Activision be surprised? I feel like they shouldn't be, but they probably are because they're not in touch with the community at all. That goes without saying. But that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and thanks so much for watching. Hopefully, I can kind of kickstart the videos up again in May, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great one. Peace out.